Hello, Libra. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general read from what we're dealing with. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel at SHlT Tarot. She's read you as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Hey, we just started. I guess right to what's that called? When someone just gets right to the punchline, it's like, okay, there's the Seven of Swords with that sneaky, shady shit. What the fuck? Okay. I haven't seen this before either, so I do appreciate the information. Thank you, Libra. Okay, jumping into this. Hmm? Two more and I'll jump in. Yeah. The message of you don't want my heart, you just want attention. You don't want my heart. That's song. You don't want it, you don't want my heart, you don't want love, you just want attention. That's a little weird, energetically speaking. I mean, that's the kind of the crazy part is like, I'm looking at a bit of a gray area. The Seven of Swords unfolds through this. Why does it feel like they're just trying to get your attention? That's literally what it's like. They're being this way literally just for the sake of your attention. It's the equivalent of, for example, someone like something in the dynamic or situation or circumstances or relationship isn't going the way they want it to. And so they're like, let me act out, let me rebel, let me kind of do something I maybe shouldn't do for the sake of causing like a reaction or a rise or a response out of Libra. But this is one of those circumstances where I don't understand why the ball is somehow in their court as to like how things move forward between the two of you. I don't understand that. This is someone that will stoop low, and when it works, then turn around and simultaneously, if that's possible, try and take the high road. Like you just did what? But then you look at Libra and now you're like trying to take the high road with Libra. Like that's how sneaky and shady this is. You do something deliberately on purpose that you probably shouldn't do. It works. And then you try to take the high road. There's the Tower. So ultimately, it doesn't work. Okay, got it. It doesn't work. Yeah, they're like, well, it caused a fucking mess between us. It caused a fucking mess between us. But hey, this is that. Oh, here we go. It's that same energy who Leo was asking about or dealing with. That seems to be a hot topic right now. Is Leo energy or who Leo is dealing with? It showed up for Leo's reading and Aquarius's reading. Let's act out. Let's cause a fucking mess. Let's cause some chaos. Because we can always make changes later. We can always kind of make, we can always fix this relationship. We can always salvage the connection. Let me color outside the lines before I start erasing the mess outside the lines. Look, art. What the fuck? Yeah, that is gold digger energy. I just said that to Aquarius. That's gold digger energy. 8 of Cups. They don't care either. They don't care. Money, 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 money. Whoa, what is that? I haven't seen this before either, so thank you. The 7 of Swords, the little cloak and the hoodie. I explained that to Leo. They're the ones being sneaky and shady. And then over here on this one, what I showed you with the money, 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 money. Look at the little hooded cloaked figure in the back. It looks like a little Grim Reaper, like a little skeleton guy. So they want to be sneaky and shady for whatever it is that they want. And then look at that. They're like being haunted or followed or tracked or trailed or tailed. And they don't even realize this. They don't even realize it's like, oh, you're being followed. I got my eye on you. You're being followed. I mean, look at this. On the money, he's got, what is that? It might be a lazy eye or something. I don't know. But one eye open clearly, and then the other eye looks like a lazy eye. I mean, this is like everything between the two of you, Libra. Everything between the two of you is like slipping through their fingertips, and they're like, I could care less. I could care less. And that's what's crazy about this is they're like, emotionally speaking, they're just like, I could care less. It's a strange energy. So blue. I could care less. Isn't that a term? Speaking of, there's Leo. I'll have to kind of look that up, the definition, meaning of it. Melodramatic. What does it mean if someone's melodramatic? I know dramatic, but what is melodramatic? Mellow, like mellow yellow? Like they're trying to be dramatic, but they're cool about it? Little hair flip. I don't give a shit about much. Flicks the hair. You don't give a shit about much except your hair. But you saying you don't give a shit about much, I mean it's contradicting. You know, someone that says that I don't give a shit about much, and they flip their hair, but it's like, but the things they do care about, you're like, it's kind of shallow. You don't care about much, which sounds cool, but the things you do care about, okay, to each their own. What is that? They're energetically trying to run around and distract themselves for whatever the dynamic or situation, circumstances are between the two of you. They're trying to distract themselves, but at the same time, they also understand and realize they can only distract themselves for so long before it's like, okay, great. Me and Libra, we got to work something out. Whatever that is. I don't know what that is. There's a 5 of Cups. And there you are on top of the deck, Libra. Cool sword. Hey now, I'm getting all spicy and feisty. I said cool sword. This is the next one that came out, the Page of Swords. Wait, what? What sword? Cool, let me see. I'm a dragon slayer. You shouldn't play around with sharp objects. What is with that ego boost? Whatever is going on between the two of you, that is an ego boost. I mean, that is just purely ego. I'm not gonna say cocky or arrogant, just ego, just very ego. Because deep down, emotionally speaking, they are not happy. Clearly, with that Three of Swords coming out, they are not happy. But it's like it's so much ego that they can't even stop, slow down to like acknowledge or like pay attention to themselves. It's just like, you know what? Let's just bulldoze or plow on through something. Let's just fuck it. All for the sake of looking cool, looking indifferent, but deep down you're just like, what the fuck? Like you don't know what to do with yourself if you were to sit still. Oh my goodness. What is that? What? Playa. Ooh, playa. Which one are you? Which one are you, Libra? Which one are you? That is someone cheating. I don't know if they're cheating with you, Libra, or on you, unfortunately. Holy shit, that's what it looks like. It's so direct. That's what that looks like. I mean, like literally that is so clear between like this energy, that energy, that like I said, play on player, that is someone cheating or having an affair. Very point blank. Um I don't know who is who. If I try and give geez, if I try and give them the benefit of the doubt, going off the rails on a crazy train. If that is both of you, which I don't feel like it is, I don't feel like it is. One of them's you. Oh my gosh. One of them's you, one of them's not. You're like, thank you. But then those aren't you. If you specifically, if you want to, I'm looking at three energies, three distinct energies. Two were clearly two different people, and then there's a third energy, which that is definitely you. You're like, the fuck? Mm-hmm. They know it too. I don't know if they know that you know, or they know that the other person knows. I don't know who is who. Um, if that's the case, that is like someone clearly with that Three of Swords, someone was or is going through a difficult time, Libra, and because of that, that's kind of like, oh, my heart is broken, and I can't go to, I can't. This thing, something's not working out with this person, so I'm gonna go cheat or have an affair with that other person over there. That's easy. It is what it is. Like, oh, so oh my goodness. That is, energetically speaking, that is like an eclipse. That's an eclipse. a solar eclipse. When one energy is there and then another energy kind of like steps out in front of it. And so it's like this blend and blur of two people's energies at the exact same time, but they're choosing one energy and not both. Because one is showing no go. The other one is like, let's go. Like when one person's like, fuck that, the other person's like, I'm down. No, they're real. Yeah, if that doesn't say it, there's the third party. They're realizing, oh fuck, they got themselves into a third party. They got themselves into a third party, and they're like, oh fuck, this is. So they know they got themselves deeper in the shit. Oh, well, hopefully you're not rolling it around with them, Libra. Bye.